Mr. Chairman, I rise today to offer this amendment number 2, the Protecting Energy Tax Credits Amendment. At a time when American families are already stretched thin by rising costs at the grocery store for housing and at the pump, but the Republicans' Billionaire Bonanza Bill recklessly repealed the clean energy incentives that are proven to lower household energy bills, strengthen our grid, and create good-paying jobs across this nation. Let's be clear. Termination of these credits cedes American innovation and manufacturing leadership to foreign adversaries like Communist China. China installed more wind and solar capacity just last year than has almost ever been built by the rest of the world combined. The Inflation Reduction Act credits for wind, solar, hydrogen, energy efficiency, and more are not giveaways. They leverage every taxpayer dollar into as much as $7 of economic activity, for example, the case of clean hydrogen projects, which Congressman Vaughn has also referenced today. By repealing these incentives, the Billionaire Bonanza Bill guarantees that our global competitors will seize the initiative while American factories sit idle. We are giving jobs of the future away at the expense of the generations to come. Second, realize Americans face real costs. Repealing these credits would drive up average household energy expenditures by at least $110 a year, starting in 2026, and over $400 a year by 2035. In the Midwest, families already pay some of the highest electricity bills. These cuts would raise prices for American families by up to 12%, the most in the nation, beginning next year. In Northwest Ohio, clean energy projects supported by these tax credits have stimulated over $10 billion in investments in the state, generating more than 14,300 new well-paying jobs, and that is all threatened now. Third, this bill would devastate our rural communities and red states disproportionately. Since the Inflation Reduction Act's passage, 3/4 of clean energy investments have been slated for districts held by the party I'm not a member of. Yet Republican leadership snatched away these credits just as these projects gear up, threatening an estimated 1.75 million construction jobs and over 3 billion work hours, which translates to $148 billion in lost annual wages and benefits. That's a wow by any measure. Fourth, we must be mindful that these credits were not enacted in a vacuum. After decades of flat demand for electricity, data centers and AI are driving up the need and price of electricity. Wind and solar were projected to supply more than half of our new power needs, avoiding blackouts and keeping energy prices in check. To remove these incentives now is to turn our backs on every American who wants cheaper electricity and a cleaner, more secure energy future. Mr. Chair, this amendment does not dictate the final compromise on tax credits. It simply freezes the previous status quo, protecting families, safeguarding jobs, and preserving America's competitive edge while Congress works toward a truly bipartisan solution. I urge my colleagues to vote yes on my amendment, number 2, to stand with workers and families and to ensure that America remains the world leader in the clean energy revolution. I yield back.